This podcast is brought to you by Key for Her. Whether you're feeling the effects of menopause or your menstrual cycle, discover what's key for you in less than 5 minutes. With tailored supplement recommendations, information and insights on keyforher.com.
Hi, I'm Renee.
And I'm Donna. Welcome to the Key for Her podcast.
In this series, we aim to educate and open up honest conversations with both medical professionals and real-life women.
We want to shine a light on those topics that sometimes go unspoken about and help empower women to know what is key for their health and well-being. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Key for Her podcast. Today, Renee and I will speak with Vicki Crowley, also known as Vicki Lashes on social media. Vicki is a Key for Her customer, and today she will tell us all about her journey with her menstrual cycle.
Yay! Thank you so much for joining us, Vicki.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
So lovely to speak to you in person.
I know, we're always just tag on Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram friends.
And I suppose that's where it kind of comes from. Tell us a bit about how you found us and why you went with Key.
I have been searching the heavens for something that would stop my PMS, or at least reduce it, because I have just always suffered really badly with my PMS, and I have been taking anything the girl in the health shop told me I would get it, take it. I was spending maybe €120 a month just trying to feel like a normal functioning human woman. So how did I even find you? I think an ad came up on Facebook or Instagram, and I was like, click, I will try anything. And I just loved it. I just loved it. It was amazing. It was from month one, I felt the effects of it.
You fell in love.
I did. I loved it. And a year on, what I thought I felt after a month is nothing compared to what I feel now. I'm a year. It's a year I've been taking them.
Wow.
Yeah, a whole year now.
It's our anniversary with you, Vicki.
And I loved it because it has everything. And who has the time or the funds to...
Or the inclination.
Yeah. I take 2 things in the morning, year 2 tablets, and even at sometimes I'm like, whoops, I forgot it. I'll take it by lunchtime or whatever. But and it's easy. It's not like sachets or it doesn't horrible taste. It's just down the gob and you're away.
I noticed you started doing more daily TikToks, daily vlogs. They're actually brilliant.
I love them.
You put up your Christmas stuff already. Fair play to you. You're on the ball.
I had to. It's the toy show tonight, and I was so busy all week. My Christmas rush is here. I'm going out tomorrow night. There's no way I'm putting up the decorations with a hangover.
Yeah. You're going out, sorry? Oh, very exciting.
I'm after getting a new dress. I'm after getting new shoes. I'm getting a blow dry. I mean,
nice.
I can't wait.
So nice this year to be able to do all that, isn't it? Because last year was such a bummer.
And we were still handing our COVID certs and getting an hour and a half on a table. So I am looking forward to the more social aspect of this Christmas. But I had to put up the tree for those reasons. I am not.
Well, it's gorgeous, by the way. But I noticed you're doing your daily vlogs, and most of those daily vlogs start off with Key, and there's you having your morning routine, and it seems to be just lovely what you have going on. And after a year, you're saying you're feeling tip-top. You notice a huge difference.
I am myself, and my youngest just turned 5, and I just feel, he's in school now. I feel like I have time for me. And I think it's really important, as a mom and as a woman, no matter whether you're a parent or not, that you are prioritizing yourself, your health, your menstrual health. And just as women, we just tend to kind of disappear into the background a little bit and don't put ourselves first. And no, I am eating good. I am taking my supplements. I am exercising. I am doing things that make me feel good.
Good woman, Vicki.
Yeah.
Fair play to you. No, that's brilliant.
I had to ask, have you got a sparkly outfit to go out in, or what are you wearing for your Christmas? Yeah.
It is a sparkly purple mini dress, but it has long sleeves, kind of wrap over. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful.
And your little one just turned 5 as well. My little one just turned 5. And I remember Ren saying to me a few years ago, it's a 5-year project. It's intense. It's the most intense for the first 5 years. So
it is. And I think you don't realize until you're out of it. When you're in it, you're just doing it. You're, in the baby stages, nappies, bottles, you're just doing it. You're just doing what you have to do to survive. And then when Sonny is in school until 1:45. I have from when he leaves till 1:45.
Yeah.
On my own.
I know. It's a strange feeling when you haven't had that for so long. And like you said, you're so in it, you can't see how hard it all is.
You can't see the wood from the trees. And when you come out of it, it's great. So anyone listening, hold on, the end of the flight is amazing.
Hold on is right. Hold on and look after yourself as much
mind yourself. Yeah.
Because
don't be a martyr.
Yeah. And it's like you're giving all of yourself to the kids and your partner or whatever else. And it's just a lot. So you just have to take that time. It seems to be a theme in all of our recent podcasts is just allocating time for yourself and not feeling guilty about it.
Yeah. And that does slip from time to time. Like every routine that a woman or any person may have, you get blips in the road, you get bumps in the road, but it's important to not throw it all in the bin for a bad week. Or if you have, for example, if you, I was sick earlier in the week and I couldn't even take a sup of water, so I didn't take my supplements. You could easily continue that and forget about them. Yeah, and be like, oh, it's grand, it's grand, it's grand. And then all of a sudden, you're back to square one almost, Yeah.
We call that falling off the wagon.
Yeah.
We always say help each other get back on the wagon. And it happens to everybody, even us. It's reality.
And allow yourself back on the wagon. Put yourself on the wagon first. You're driving the freaking wagon.
It's my freaking wagon.
And then some days you are a wagon. We all are.
We are a wagon. Yeah.
But I suppose we wanted to kind of chat to you as well about your menstrual cycle and your period, and have they always been a bit of a bitch, or did it just get worse after you had kids? Because I noticed for me that mine always got worse after I had my kids, where I wasn't as bad in my kind of teenage years and in my 20s. So I know everyone's experience is different.
Yeah,
so
mine's the opposite. The opposite. I had not a turbulent start. I was a real tomboy. My mom says, you didn't turn into a girl until you were out the other side of first year. So all my friends were getting their periods. All I wanted was my period. I was like, when will it come? When will it come? I was like, Mom, I have a little pain. And she's like, no, look, it'll happen when it happens. And you won't want it when it does. And I was like, no, I just need my period like everyone has a period. Now, I wasn't late. I was 12. It was Christmas. I was 12 and I turned 13 in the February. So maybe a little bit later than a lot of my friends. Well, the ones who would say they had it.
They were probably all lying at the time just to be cool.
Yeah.
I was
one girl showed me. One girl showed me.
Oh, just to prove it.
Yeah, because we were all like, no, you don't. And she was like,
no way.
There a second. She was like, Vicki, come here. And I was like, oh, she does. Yeah, she does.
Was this in school? Were you in all girls or co-ed?
All girls. Yeah. All girls.
Wow.
So I was like,
It sounded like it was being talked about, whereas a lot of places, my experience is that no one was talking about it. So that's interesting.
I think I kind of attract loud people.
No.
I have a big personality.
I wouldn't think very boring people would be that interested. You seem to attract very full personalities and very much fun.
Did you get your period yet? I still haven't had mine. like, you know, and I was hands in the air, like, when am I going to get this like magical period? Like, and me and my mom, like, my mom's my best friend, and you know, she's so good. She was so good to me when I got it. And even now, like, whenever I'm on my period and I go home, I'm like, oh, I'm on my period. And she's like, you're always on that second period.
It's all she ever hears about.
All she ever hears is about either I'm ovulating, I'm menstruating, or I know I'm due them. Like, I always, like, I just know when they're coming, because I have spent a lot of my life now in trying to learn about my cycle and my body.
Wow.
I now know that I'm like, oh, I got him.
You're an innovator and a conversation starter by the sounds of things. So you were getting all those girls to talk about it in school.
Yeah, we would. No, we would. And I remember this one girl, oh God, love her. It went up her back in school. I was sitting behind her and it came up her back. Like, she was in her shirt. So it would have been probably like a warmer time of year. And I was like, oh my God. So like, you would just tell the person and she'd go to the bathroom and clean up. Actually, she went home. Poor thing.
Poor girl.
Yeah. So no, I went to my primary school and secondary school experience was fantastic. Everyone was lovely.
God, that's always good.
That's so good to hear.
Girl power.
We were actually in Cork, your neck of the woods, last week, and I was there thinking of you going, I was there driving around going, this is where Vicky's from. I was waving out the window going,
Vicky Town,
wherever you are. We were in the city at the university for a talk on femtech companies, and we were only there for like a few hours and then we had to drive home. But basically, I was looking out the window saying to myself, number one, Cork is fabulous. It looks like it has so much culture and it's a lovely, cool place to visit. It's massive. Your traffic isn't the May West now, I have to say.
No, it's not.
All the streets are like so tiny and they love to park on both sides. It's like, how am I going to get out of here?
If you were in UCC, like, that's all real small side streets, and that's the real old part of Cork.
Old Cork. I love all the buildings and like nice and pointy and everything. So I think we'll nice have to nice and pointy. We'll
have to book in for our lashes the next time we're down. So tell us all about what you do.
I am a beautician. First of all, I went to beauty school. Then my friend got these eyelash extensions. It was back in like 2011. And I was like, what are they? Like, oh my God, I need to learn how to do these. So I did them in 2012 and I'm doing them 10 years now.
Wow.
I have become Vicki Lashes. My clients, I don't know, can you see that there?
Yeah.
I have become her. Like, my clients named me. I was, my salon was called Beauty Spot. And that was just a name I just thought it was cute. And then as girls were coming to get their lashes done, they'd put me in their phone as Vicki Lashes. You know, but Vicki, like, Lashes. Or, you know, I actually had a client last week. She goes, you're still on my phone as Vicki Makeup. I did her makeup for her Debs. And then she's like a mother of two. And that just makes me feel old.
So you have women coming into you every day of the week.
Every day.
This time of the year, you're jammed. I'd say they're all getting lashed out now before they head out.
Eyebrows and it's great. I love it.
And whereabouts in Cork are you based?
I am in Youghal. So I'm in East Cork.
All y'all come
back now.
In Youghal.
Actually, my book, I have no more room. Sorry.
Do not go to Vicki. Reverse.
Text me and I'll recommend someone else.
Wow, that's a good sign.
It's a great complaint to have.
No, it is.
That's good.
I'm originally from the city. I'm originally from Blackrock, and then I met my husband.
Who's very handsome, by the way. I've seen Vicki. He'll love to hear this. We follow you, obviously, and you're there on your hollybops and they're having a great time looking at yourself. Lovely, having a great time. The two of you get along. I get the feeling you two get along really well together and you're a great couple.
Besties.
besties. But it's funny how I said earlier that like I don't attract like quiet people, but my husband is so quiet.
Is he?
Until you know him, but like
Yin and yang kind of.
Yeah. Imagine another me. Imagine someone like in the same like
Vicki and
full
Victor.
of energy.
You'd be like, boom.
He says that about my family. He says, "Oh my God, you're so loud."
You're so full of life and energy and happiness. It's just you're
my
a joy
key for her.
You're like a joy to watch every day.
You feel
happy. Thank you.
So you have loads of women coming in and out every day, and do they talk to you about, I don't know, like perimenopause and their menstrual cycles and all these things that we'd be chatting about online?
Like I have this amazing tool. Now I need to charge it, but anytime,
you have a fan for them in case they get all that
fan.
You're so good.
I feel it before they do, because as I'm working on them, my hands are kind of like hovering above their
You can
head.
feel it.
I can feel it coming, and I just whip this out, and it's not charged. And they'll like kick off the blanket, or they'll just go like that. And I know, and I'm like, I don't say a word. I remove my hands from their head.
You're booked out. That's some service. Fans and all she has. Them. If you're in perimenopause and you need your lashes done, you need to bring a fan with you.
Anytime I've gotten my eyelashes though, obviously like you get so comfortable when you get your eyelashes done, and then I wake myself up snoring because all of a sudden I do the that kind of sucky in breath.
So
and
embarrassing.
Then I give myself a fright because
where am I?
Snoring, and then I wake up, and then I fall back asleep again because what she's doing is so gentle.
Yeah, you can't.
I brought Annabelle with me because I had no one to mind her. That's my daughter, and she was probably I don't know. It was probably about 4 years ago, and she was sitting on the ground playing some sort of video game beside me, and at the end, she was like, "Mom, I'm so embarrassed. You kept snoring the whole time and waking up and snorting and going back to sleep."
Like, it's so relaxing.
Sorry, child.
We don't care. We don't care. Like, snoring is a good thing. Like, I would chat away while doing them. A lot of girls doing eyelashes don't talk, but I've kind of seemed to have mastered the art because I can't shut up. So I had to. But someone asleep wouldn't bother me at all. Like, it's a good sign that you're relaxed and happy.
Exactly. And like, I suppose even with sleep and stuff like that, would women talk to you about like how they're getting on in life with their menstrual cycle or menopause?
Yeah.
Like, what do they say to you?
So I either get like the girls coming in. I actually had a girl last night come in with a hot water bottle strapped to her womb, and she was like, "I am just absolutely hemorrhaging." And that's our favorite word, hemorrhaging. I think I don't know, is it a Cork thing where like, "I'm hemorrhaging, girl."
It's sometimes so dramatic. So bad it would feel like that,
Yeah, and you do feel like you're hemorrhaging. I mean, like you do. Like, I mean, you're there's blood pouring out of you. Like, it's not. I don't think it's as over dramatic as it may sound, because it's just this. It's just this. Well, we're used to it now, but it's just not. It's not nice. It's just
no. And I guarantee you, if guys were hemorrhaging blood out of themselves every month, they'd have a thing or two to say about it.
They would. They would have invented something to stop it.
Like us.
Yeah.
We'll just stop it all together. Yeah.
You're helping. You are definitely helping. You're definitely helping. But I do. I have menstruating women coming in, I'm on my period, and like, you almost know. I actually think there is like a period skin. There's a period hair. There's a period outfit. Yeah, there's just period aura around.
We need to do a TikTok on that. The period outfit, the period aura.
There is
how to spot a person.
And I do feel like when I have my period, I feel like everybody knows. Everyone knows I'm on my period. Probably because I tell them. But I just feel like, I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, no, I've menstruated women, I have perimenopausal women, and I have menopausal women. And the menopausal women are like, oh, you have all this to look forward to. And I'm like, thanks, Mary.
And what symptoms would you have noticed? Like, I know you're on key menstrual, but what symptoms would you mainly have had before you went on it, and how has it helped those symptoms?
So let's average 4 weeks in the month. I'd have 2 good weeks, 2 weeks where I was an entirely different person.
Aww.
I was irritable. I was like, and I mean like not irritable, like slam doors. And this goes back to my teenage years as well. Like my lead up to my period was horrendous, like from all my family, and it affects everybody, but like, especially in the lockdown now, like just the impatience with my kids, low energy, low mood, just not in the mood for anything, eating just all the wrong foods, pain in my back, neck, eyes, headaches, like you name it, I had it. Like and then I'd get my period, I'd be fine. Like I actually don't mind menstruating. It's prior to
the lead up.
It's the lead up. Yeah.
And it was 2 weeks. So let's say I would be, 10 days, around 10 days before I would have it, I would be like a briar. Like it was just horrendous. And I'll give you an example of what it's like now when camping with my family. Well, I say camping, that's the closest I get to camping. We were in a hut, like, and I woke up and I went to the bathroom and I went, oh, I have my period.
Oh, wow.
And I had been on kayaks, I had been tubing, I had been pedal boating, I had been doing all these amazing fun things with my family that I could not have done like 2 years ago.
Wow.
And I would have cancelled if I was due my period for a night out. I was booking holidays around
them.
Like I just couldn't actually function. No, I couldn't.
I actually relate so much to your story, Vicki. It's mental. Like that was me as well.
Really?
Yeah.
It's hot, and then you're like you're guilty over being, so irrational and snappy and quick to temper, quick to. My poor Fionn, like I actually sat him down in the lockdown and I said, look, this is a menstrual. This is what a period is. This is why I'm like this. It's not your fault, And he was like, the funniest story. Oh my God. It takes a lot now to shame me, right? But I had the conversation with him and he was so good, and they had touched on it in school. But when the lockdown lifted, he went for a haircut. So the barber,
I don't know where this is going.
The barber was talking to my husband, just being like, oh, how is your lockdown? As you would, how is your lockdown? And he was talking about it or whatever. And he was like, yeah, look, Vicki was out of work and it was really hard. And because, that boy would have been in the same boat. And then Fionn goes, and she got her period. In the middle of the barbers, and the barber was like, did she? And he was like, yeah.
Say your husband nowhere to look either.
Oh, but you see, it's so normal in my house. Like it's so normal. Like every time I get my period, and I'm like, Jason, I'm like, I bet you're glad you're a man. I bet you're glad. And he's like, you say this every month. Yes, I am glad I am a man. Like if I could take it from you, I would. And I'm like,
oh. And like he just has to start apologizing immediately. He's like, I'm really sorry. I don't know what I've done, but I'm gonna start saying sorry right now.
Yeah, he's like, do you want wine? Do you want chocolate? What do you want? I don't know what I want.
Just at that point, you start giving her all the things.
Yeah.
Bring her chicken nuggets, bring her chocolate,
everything.
wine.
Bring it all on.
It's amazing though, like, and I know you're really good. You're really good at staying consistent with taking it because because I remember you had messaged us before and said, I can really notice a difference with this. And like, how long into that first month, like, did you start noticing a difference and then continuing to see a difference?
Or did it take a few months?
Or did anyone even notice?
I thought first month, that I was feeling it, but like obviously now, like, I don't know, maybe placebo effect when you're doing something proactive, you know, but I did see a reduction straight away, like, and slowly but surely as the months went on, like each symptom was just disappearing. Like, and my husband did notice, like, because even on holidays this year, I was packing tampons and pads, and he was like, "Oh no!"
Holiday.
And I was like, "It's fine. It's absolutely fine."
Yeah.
And we arrived on the Tuesday, and I got them on the Sunday, right? So, like, 2 years ago, Vicki would have just not been able to function. But I was like, it's fine. I just was checking myself, you know, I'd pop up to the apartment, I'd change my tampon, I'd get back in the pool, and like another woman there was like, I couldn't get in the pool now with mine. And I'm like, why? Like,
Why?
no, you're not going to poison anyone. Like,
Really? Did she say that?
yeah, she wouldn't. I was like, I'll tell you now what you need. Keep her.
Keep her. Yeah, because like I know you have been telling so many people about it, and because we do see an awful lot of orders coming in from Cork, and we were like, oh, Vicki must be off.
It's a hot spot.
It's a hot spot. Vicki's chatting again.
But I'm only being honest. I would never send someone to a product or something that I wouldn't use myself, you know, like, and I am, like, I mean, I'm subscribed to it. I love it. I will like, please don't ever stop making these.
We promise we won't. We won't.
You bet. I will find you.
Yeah, like we also have husbands buying it for wives, and we have people that email us and tell us,
and wives, like, for wives.
Yeah, wives for wives.
Yeah.
Telling us that please don't ever let this go out of stock. My husband has noticed a huge difference in me. My family has noticed a big difference. And if they forget to take it, the rest of the family are like,
everyone suffers.
Don't forget to take key.
Put it by your toothbrush. I mean, you'd never forget to brush your teeth. So put it next to your toothbrush. And
that's a clever. I've actually haven't heard that tip. That's brilliant. Put it beside your toothbrush. Very good.
I used to have to do that with my pill.
Oh, years ago.
Oh, yeah. So you don't forget it. Yeah, that's a really good tip. Beside the toothbrush. Yeah, no, I totally get where you're coming from. Like, I used to plan my whole life around my menstrual cycle and my period. And now I don't even notice when it's coming. It just arrives and there's no drama anymore.
No, I mean, like, minor inconvenience. Like, if you want to wear like a white pants. Yeah,
you can wear the white jeans for the rest of the month. That's the only about the height of the inconvenience now. That's it.
Exactly.
Like, it's a massive
change. I'm not on any hormones or anything like that. I'm actually like completely hormone-free since 2016, and that was always my goal. Obviously, my circumstances allowed me to do that, being married, and we were planning another baby after we got married, and but after Sonny was born, then I was like, I am not, like, my doctor tried to put me on the coil, the pill.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And she's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do for contraception? And I was like, well, first of all, I've just had a baby. He can just sleep in the spare room.
Feck off.
Yeah.
Need a break for a little while.
He is good. But Jason, and he doesn't mind me saying this, Jason got a vasectomy in May.
Yeah.
Wow,
so
great.
I'm free.
You're ready to go.
And I suppose it frees things up then as well. Like, and you, like a lot of people are now choosing kind of the non-hormonal methods of contraception. And it works for so many because they just don't want to keep pumping the hormones into their body because they just mightn't suit. And like that, how Key has been brilliant for so many people as well is that it helps to balance their hormones naturally. So you're getting your full multivitamin and your mineral and all those extra herbals, because we were those people, like we'd be in the pharmacy or the health store and I'd be there with my basket and I said, well, I'd be telling them all my different symptoms. And then next thing you're spending an absolute fortune. And like,
then you have to do that. And then every month they want you have to do that every month. Like, it's ridiculous.
And then you're buying all the painkillers on top of that and everything else.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
I'm like you, totally hormone-free now.
Well done.
And
Well done. Like giving up smoking.
hormone-free. I'm actually completely pain medication-free as well for it, you know.
Yeah.
And did you take Feminex back in the day?
Oh my God. Yeah. I used to deal the stuff.
Yeah, like I think we were all pretty much addicted to it, and it was taken off the market. You know that there was a report came out just before it disappeared that you should never take it while driving. Sure, I'd be popping them for a whole 5 days a month.
Yeah, but like even like any other pain medication you'd be taking, especially around your period. Like, I mean, I used to suffer so bad. Like, my kids actually fixed my periods. And I would be like, my mother said I'd be like, she'd hear me riding around in the bed, like just and grunting, and she'd come in and she'd wake me up and she'd give me paracetamol because I suffered so bad with pain. Like, the pain was just horrible, so horrible. So I was a medicator for it. If I wanted to actually get
relief.
She said, like, when it suited you as well, Vicky, if you didn't want to go to school, you would be like a bit more dramatic with it. But for the most part, like, I did suffer with pain. Like, and some people don't suffer with pain and they just have the PMS side of it. And at that time, like, I had the both of them, and I was like, and you were just told it's not. Oh, it's your period. Yeah, it's your period. You have to go through this. Like, and now,
and people don't know that now you don't have to be like, there are natural options to be able to help. Like, and I know, yes, some people have to go to doctors because they're in such a bad way, but like, like we designed it, you know, and key menstrual and key perimenopause to help with the PMS, and you don't want to be snapping at like your family.
It's awful. And
God, no.
And the skin, have you noticed a difference in your skin or your hair growth on them as well?
My hair, definitely. Skin. Now, I am genetically
You've good skin
blessed.
anyway.
You're genetically blessed to love us. No, I can tell.
You know, my grandmother, like, my mom's side, like, their skin, even my uncles, like, they've fantastic
beautiful skin. You're just glowing. You came on and there's just like glow. It's amazing.
I think I look really shiny. I think it might be
it's lovely.
I know, you look fabulous. Yes.
Thank you, girls.
So we were going to say as well, what are your 3 key tips for anyone that is suffering with their menstrual cycle or PMS or whatever? What would your tips be to them to make themselves feel better, or what has worked for you?
Well, like, getting something that works. Like, it's not normal. Stop suffering. You know, don't just take it on the chin. You know, fix it, sort it. Like, you wouldn't not fix a broken finger. Like, get it under control. Take control of it. Like, put yourself first. Be your own hero, your own champion, and do something about it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what, like, you know, it's not going to go away. It's not going to disappear magically. Like, especially if you are, you know, in your 30s or even in your late 20s, like, there's no miracle going to just happen. You have to take control.
Be proactive. Yeah, no, that's a really good tip.
Yeah, definitely. You know,
I think you're really
worth that.
Yeah.
You're worth that. Like, you are the most, you know, important person in your life. You are, because without you, nothing else can happen. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, as I say, if you don't look after the ship will go down. If you're not looking after the ship's just going to go down.
Yeah.
Like, and everything falls apart. But like, you're good as well. You're good with your self-care, and you're doing your exercise as well, and you're focusing on eating well as well, and that all helps.
It does help. It just makes me feel good. It's what, like, I love food and I love eating absolute crap. I love wine. I love cheese. Like, you know, I think I'm trying to master the art of balance now, you know, that I'm 35, you know, I want to live a very long time. You know, I want to live to see grandchildren, hopefully one day. I just want to be healthy and be able to enjoy my life, you know. But if I have too much of anything, I feel crap, you know, and I'm trying to find that balance. Like, I think when you do reach a certain age, like I'm 35, like I am still young, but I do feel like I'm shape shifting like a little bit into a new part of my life. Like I really find this year, and I don't know what to wear anymore. I don't know how to wear my hair. Like I have space buns
I
in my
love your
hair.
hair today. That's so 90s. I love it. I actually want, I'm going to do that this weekend. It's awesome.
Yes, do it. Like,
but it were like experimenting. I'm in and around kind of like, what am I, 38 now? And I'm feel the same. I like changing up my clothes and who am I now kind of thing.
Who am
I?
Like, who is this like, late 30s person, because I feel I'm 19, like I'm 19 years of age in here. Like I remember dropping the kids to school not so long ago, and Sonny went, "Mom," and I went, "Holy shit, I've got 2 kids."
How did that happen?
I know, it's weird when you have that moment.
Like, I'm responsible for them. Like,
yeah. No, it's scary when it hits hard like that. And you go, what? Where's the last 5-10 years ago? Like,
I know,
it's crazy.
And I don't have, and like Fiona's 12 now. He's just turned 12, and Sonny just turned 5. Like, I don't have the period conversation, the in-depth one or whatever, but I have talked to Fiona about it and how his friends he's in a co-ed, his friends are going to be going through it now.
Yeah.
And, just be a gentleman. And, if you do see like a stain on one of the girls' skirts or pants, you tell them quietly, you don't alert the lads, you just tell her and maybe offer her your jumper to tie around her, or, you just look after, like, just mind the girls,
This next generation of fellas are going to be fabulous fellas. Because mommies like you, oh my goodness.
Oh,
if we can bring that kind of nice new approach to all these subjects and being open moms, I think it makes them feel more comfortable about the whole thing.
They can come to us, that they can come to us over things, and like even like all the talk around consent, and like it's scary, like what we're sending them out into this world. We were having a conversation the other day, some video went around on Snapchat of like this poor boy and girl's first kiss, and they were all out with the phones and recording it. And I was like, Fiona, if I ever see you recording someone's first shift, I was like, I'd be so disappointed. And he was like, how do you know what it's called? I was like, I'm shifting a long time, boy.
I kind of look back and I think to myself, oh my goodness, thank you so much that phones weren't around.
Oh God, thank
Imagine, that is traumatizing.
No, I actually can't think about that.
No,
we definitely have gone viral a few times, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, shut that down.
Oh God. So what's your third tip?
Oh God, I have to give more.
One more. I think that was the second.
You're all about your healthy eating. But I suppose, do you know what you do a lot of? And I think it's a good tip, is you talk, and talking, I think, is like therapy for women. And like, I think it's a really good one to talk about these things so people aren't just holding it all in. Because I've always noticed when you're stressed and you're not dealing with your stress, that your PMS is way worse. It's like everything comes bubbling up to the surface when your PMS is just kind of hanging around, and you feel everything more intensely. And I think just to have someone that you can talk to about these things, because I'm sure your clients like tell you all sorts of things, and they're like humdingers. You're like, whoa.
I
confidentiality now, but
oh God, no, nothing ever goes outside this room. Like, I have been the first person people have told that they're pregnant. And I'm like, why? This is going to be the longest 9 months for me now, and every like they come 3 or 4 weeks, so I'm like, oh yeah, I see a bit of a bump there now, I'm kind of going through it with them, like, no, I have it's regular clients I have now. I have very little new clients at the moment, but it's just we're friends. We're all friends. It's lovely, and we do talk about all the things women need to talk about. I also have I have a sticker on my mirror as well. Like, I did some domestic violence training during the lockdown, so like you can get up and take a pic. If you look like you take a picture of your lashes, it's a QR code, and it'll send you in the right direction for all the supports that you would need. And, you know, I just like to, I suppose, as beauticians and hairdressers and anyone in this kind of environment, like, you know, you do get told intimate things, and and we need to be able to send them in the right direction. So like something as serious as that, like I know where to set, like I couldn't intervene obviously or anything like that, but you know, you have the supports to send a woman somewhere, or a man. But I feel like that way with Keith, for her, like when people come in and tell me about their ailments with their period, I'm like, no, like there is help, there is hope, like go and take the supplement, you know? So like women, when women support women, when women talk to women, like amazing things happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like we could create a whole other universe and I'll just go live there.
And it'd be so pretty and so
God,
clean.
fabulous.
So clean. There would be no pee on the toilet seat. It would.
Oh, can I buy a ticket to that planet? I want to go.
Yeah.
We're like, a one-way ticket, please.
Yeah, and I sound a bit like anti-man. Like I love men. Like
we love the men. We love the men.
Love them.
Maybe just for the week we could go there.
Yeah, like a little holiday resort.
An all-girls holiday resort.
3 to 6 days. That's all we're talking about.
Yeah, that's all we need. Like we can recharge in a second. Oh my God, we're amazing.
And we might put some of those links that you recommend for any domestic violence, and all the links to do what we talked about today. I think it'd be important to include in this. So if you are watching or listening to this, we'll link all those below. Yeah, perfect. No, that would be great. And like it's just important to keep the conversation open, and you know, don't be afraid to come down the stairs if you have your period, if you're in a house full of men, and just be like, I'm on my period. Like, you know, worst case scenarios, they're just going to be nicer to you.
Yeah, exactly. And be a little bit afraid.
Because it's the unknowing is kind of brings this mystery and doubt and tension. But yeah, I think the theme of all of this is just talk. Just talk. It's a normal bodily function. Like, you know, like it's the most, it's how we bear children. It's how like our bodies were made to function, you know, like the world wouldn't be turning without us, you know? So exactly, you're allowed to whinge and bitch and moan about it. Like it's normal. It's like, it's made me think of something there, you know? So he might know that my period is due and I'm like, you know, he'll just know. But anyway, you have the aura. You have the aura. You're dressing like, or maybe I have it on their period. And he might be going down to the shop, you know, and I'll be on my full healthy buzz or whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't want anything. I'm just nothing, you know. But he knows that if he comes back empty-handed, that could be a problem. And then he'd be like, actually, I got you something. And I was there. Oh, actually, okay, fine, I'll have it. And I'll be like, what size is it? You know, what size is the bar? And I said, I hope it's not like tiny. And you say, you know, I know you at this stage. It's the size of a roof tile. And I'm there, grand. And then you eat it. And then you eat it and you go, why did you buy me that? Why did you get that for me? You know I want to get into that dress. And he's like, sorry. But I just got win. It's no winning. Sorry, guys, you can't win. You can't win. You may as well just give up now. You can't win. Oh, it's been amazing chatting today. I really loved this conversation. I think it's really important that we have more of these types of conversations and that women feel okay about talking about all of this because it's all normal, right? Yeah. And just get it under control. Like, you know, don't suffer. Like, try it. Just try it for a month. Try it for 2 months. We literally spent years developing this for you, so you don't have to feel this way anymore. So even if you try it for a month and see how you go, Vicki is like, there's her story. Like, she is an actual customer of ours, has had a huge success story, is on it a year later. It's our anniversary today. Thank you so much, Vicki, for being such an amazing customer. And hopefully we help even just one person today that resonates with the story and can go, oh my God, that's how I feel. And like, we have a solution there. And if you need to talk, reach out. We're always here. You can catch us somewhere on social media at Key for Her. Don't try and contact Vicki because she's out the door. Out the door, too busy. Well, you're a lash, Vicki. You're a lash. Thank you so much for joining us today, Vicki. Thank you, guys. Lovely talking to you. You're a dote. Bye. Thanks. Bye.
thank you so much for joining us on the Key for Her podcast. We'd be so grateful if you could hit subscribe, rate, and share this podcast with your friends.
For tips, tricks, and hacks on all things perimenopause, menopause, periods, menstrual cycles, and skin health, follow us at Key for Her on TikTok and Instagram.
Check out our website, keyforher.com, for more information.